An update on an animal neglect case that we've been following. The 16 horses that were left to starve in Williston are now looking for homes. TV20's Itlali Salache tells us the two sides of the story.
Oh, it's definitely super rewarding.
In early November, 16 starved horses were rescued in Williston by OTTB Foundation, a nonprofit organization from Ocala. 3 had to be put down, but 13 were treated and healed.
We had the veterinarians, Dr. Brent. He's put so much time and effort trying to get them healthy and get their feet done, along with some other veterinarians that were there and everybody that pitched in to help.
Rescuers say they've spent thousands of dollars on treatment for the horses. They say they've received assistance from many nonprofit organizations.
Still a lot of feed's going to be needed, so we still would appreciate anybody out there that wants to donate or sponsor one of these horses.
Rescue officials aim to rehome the 13 horses, and they hope justice is served. However, we also spoke to the previous owner of the horses, who lives out of state, and says she had been providing the necessary finances to care for the horses and was not aware of the situation.
I mean, I've given bank statements to at least one sheriff who's doing an investigation, just to demonstrate all the money that she's paid down there. I mean, it's thousands of dollars on a regular basis.
Shada Solange is the owner of the horses. Her attorney provided monthly bank statements for food and care. He says the caretaker was receiving the payments, but was not looking after the horses.
The reason for the wellness check was because Ms. Chada was concerned. So it wasn't, it's not like as if she's just this absentee person who doesn't really have any interest or effort into this. She really honestly believed that these horses were being cared for.
The Levy County Sheriff's Office says they are working to locate and interview the horses' caretaker. Itlali Salache, TV 20 News.